Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel and to quick and easy place cards to DIY this holiday season. These DIY place cards are going to be perfect for Thanksgiving and Christmas get-togethers and can even serve as a party favor for your guests to take home at the end of the night. So we're going to start over in Cricut Design Space and go ahead and enter in your names. I'm just going to use my family's names for Thanksgiving, as I'm going to be taking one of these sets of place cards for our Thanksgiving dinner. So we're going to do a few things to our text now. We need to change it to the color that we want and also to the font that we want. And all of the fonts that I'm using today are going to be located down in the video description, along with a discount to a monthly font subscription. So if you are interested in that, or if you are starting your business, that is a great thing to have in your portfolio because you have access to hundreds of thousands of fonts and they all come with a commercial license. And I'm also going to be using one of the free tools from Creative Fabrica. It is called their Font Cloud. It is a free font management tool that you can use to organize your fonts. You can also view all the characters from all your fonts kind of in a single overview, and you can also access the PUA encoded characters. So that is what I'm going to scroll down. I click into my font that I want to see specifically how that is going to look, and the PUA characters are all highlighted in blue at the bottom here. So all I have to do is click on that to copy it, and then I can copy that back over in Cricut Design Space to get those special hidden characters. So say you're creating fonts for wedding signs and you want like the welcome to have the swash on the front and the back with the tails. This is exactly how you would do it. And I do have a few tutorials and videos showing examples of different fonts for wedding signs that all include the swashes. So if that's something you're interested in, I will link those down below in the video description. So now that I have all of the special characters on my name, I am going to go ahead and ungroup all of those letters, and then I'm going to weld the single names back together again. Now we need to make the actual card part, so I am going to just enter in a square and then adjust the sizing to the size that I need. For this first one, I made it about a 3 by 1 inch. And I'm also changing the color to white since that is the color cardstock I am going to print on. Now keep in mind you can print on different colored cardstock. You can change the color of the font. Like you'll see a little bit later with another print and cut, we are going to be using this really cool candy cane looking font and make that like a dark red on the cardstock. So stay tuned for that. Since I'm going to be tying these just so they are secure to the greenery round, I did add a little circle in and then I sliced that out of the card. This is just so I don't have to go in like with a hole puncher later and punch out holes. The card is going to cut out with that hole already in it. So I go ahead and duplicate these for however many cards that I need, and then I start adjusting the sizes of the names for them to fit on that card. So now that all of my names are in place, I have to flatten the text to the cardstock so that way it will print and cut it. So I'm going to go ahead and flatten each and every one of these. Now these are all ready to cut. I'm going to go ahead and send it to my printer. I already have the cardstock loaded and ready to go. One thing I'm going to do is uncheck the add bleed, and then I am going to set the material to heavy cardstock. So now we are over by my Cricut Maker workspace. I am using a light grip mat for this. I like using the light grip just because it releases the cardstock super easily, and then you're not going to get like any bends in your paper and stuff like that. So now we are ready to cut on our Cricut Maker. I go ahead and load that, and I'm staying close by because this honestly doesn't take too long. With the print and cut, it does have to do you'll see it actually go around the border with the light. That is detecting exactly where it needs to make the cut around the names. Now I go ahead and eject that from my Cricut Maker, and I am going to flip my mat upside down to help release the cardstock. Again, this is just to help it not bend. So we are going to be using a little decorative string to attach to these wreaths. Now I got these from Amazon. Of course, these are going to be linked down in the supplies in the video description, but these are super affordable. I got 12 pieces of these for $15.99, so a little bit over $1 a piece. And there are all sorts of different types and styles of these. So if you want one without the berries, they have some with just greenery. They have some that have pine cones on them and berries. So definitely make sure to check them out on Amazon if you are wanting to go with this kind of place card style. So that is it for this first place card. It is just a super quick and easy DIY place card to make for the holidays. And now we are going to roll into our next place card. This is actually going to be the little ornament holders, and I'm going to kind of breeze through this because it is the same print and cut as our previous project. We're just making the cards a little bit smaller, and I am using a different font as this as well. So here is the package straight from Amazon. I thought these just turned out so cute. They are pretty small, so these will work if you have a pretty full table of Christmas platters and stuff like that. But they do kind of wobble a little bit, so you might have to add just a little double-sided tape on the bottom to keep them in place. And I probably could have even gone a little bit smaller with the cards, but I did save a little bit of space on these cards. As you can see, the name is kind of towards the top a little bit. That is just to save space for the actual holder part, the little metal ring there. So now I'm moving on to the place cards for the little snowman holders. These are probably my favorite of this holiday season. These actually came from Pottery Barn, and they are a little bit more on the pricey side. I paid $22 for 4 of these, so probably more for like an intimate family dinner or something that you can reuse every year. One thing I love about these is that you can kind of move the little arms around so he can hold them up like he's looking like he's cheering, or just holding them close like they are here. And we are moving on to the next. This is another print and cut project with the candy cane font that I was talking about. I did go ahead and adjust the font color to be kind of like a dark maroon red. I just thought that that looked cute with the candy cane and against the greenery. So these little holders are from Amazon as well. I will make sure to link them in the video description. So we are getting away from the print and cut, and we are going to be using this natural wood veneer. This is from Cricut, and this is to make the little reindeer place card holders. So I'm going to be using a heavy grit mat for this, and we are also going to change our blade out to the deep cut blade. So these come in 12 by 12 sheets, so if you have a bunch of place cards to make, this is great. You can also use this wood veneer for more intricate designs, say that maybe you cannot use on the basswood. And let me know if you guys have any luck cutting on the basswood. That's something I am still trying to figure out. No matter how many cuts I do on that, it just never comes out clean. So this is a really good alternative to the basswood. But as you can see, it is much thinner, so I am just going to be super careful peeling this off the back of my mat. And for the names on these reindeers, I made just little vinyl decals that I cut in my Cricut Maker and put them on the front. It was super easy to add these. It was just a little hard because they were so little, but this is how they turned out. And I think these would be super cute just flat on a plate or kind of propped up like this. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know any questions that you have down in the comment section, and I will see you again soon.